Hello Dazzle, thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I'm glad that you are here. Let's dive into a pretty mind-bending topic today, the idea of authenticity in digital spaces. In an age where our lives are increasingly intertwined with virtual worlds, it's worth asking, can a digital world be authentic? And if so, what does that mean for how we distinguish between what's real and what's virtual? What makes something authentic anyway? First off, let's talk about what we mean by authenticity. Generally, authenticity is about being genuine, real, and true to its origins. When you think of something authentic, you might picture a handcrafted piece of art, a vintage record, or even an old family recipe. It's about something that's original and true to itself. So, how does this idea translate to digital spaces? Can something like a video game world, something entirely created by algorithms and pixels, be considered authentic? On the surface, it might seem like a stretch. After all, these worlds are crafted from lines of code and exist only on screens. But dive a bit deeper, and you'll see that digital worlds have their own kind of authenticity. Let's start by looking at video games, which are perfect examples of digital worlds that can be authentically real in their own right. Take Dark Souls Remastered, for instance. The game offers a dark, meticulously crafted world filled with intricate details, challenging enemies, and a haunting atmosphere. Even though it's entirely virtual, players often describe it as feeling incredibly real. Why? Because the game creates an immersive experience that feels authentic within its own context. The world operates according to its own set of rules and logic, and players engage with it in meaningful ways. When you face a formidable boss or navigate a treacherous dungeon, you're participating in a narrative and environment that feels genuinely engaging and true to the game's design. Now, let's get a bit philosophical. The distinction between digital and physical authenticity can be a slippery one. In physical spaces, authenticity often ties to history, material, and craftsmanship. For example, an antique table's authenticity comes from its age, the wood used, and its place in history. In digital spaces, however, authenticity isn't about physical materials. It's about how true a digital world feels within its own framework. Dark Souls Remastered might not have physical artifacts or historical context, but its authenticity lies in its challenging gameplay and rich, atmospheric world. The game's brutal difficulty and deep lore create an authentic experience that resonates with players, even though it's entirely virtual. So, does this mean digital authenticity is somehow less valuable than physical authenticity? Not necessarily. The philosophical implications are quite intriguing. Digital worlds challenge our traditional notions of what's real and valuable. They ask us to rethink how we define authenticity when it's not bound by physical constraints. In digital spaces, authenticity can be about the experience, the emotional connection, and the engagement with the world. Dark Souls Remastered creates an authentic experience through its relentless challenge and intricate lore. The authenticity comes from the player's journey through its dark and unforgiving world, not from any physical properties. As technology continues to advance, the line between digital and physical authenticity may blur even further. With developments like virtual reality and augmented reality, we're creating experiences that combine digital and physical elements. This merging could lead to new ways of understanding and experiencing authenticity. For instance, VR worlds might soon offer physical sensations alongside digital visuals, creating a richer, more immersive sense of authenticity. Augmented reality apps overlay digital information onto our physical world, blending the two realms in fascinating ways. Can a digital world be authentic? Absolutely. While digital spaces differ from physical ones, they offer their own form of authenticity. It's not about the material or the historical context, but about the depth of experience, engagement, and the genuine feelings they evoke. Next time you immerse yourself in a digital world, remember that authenticity in these spaces isn't about how tangible it is, but about how real it feels within its own context. Whether you're battling relentless foes in Dark Souls Remastered or exploring a virtual realm, the authenticity of digital worlds lies in the experiences they offer and the connections they create. And as technology keeps evolving, our understanding of authenticity will continue to expand, bridging the gap between the digital and physical realms. Well, that's about it for my rambling today. Thanks for coming and spending some time with me. If you like my rambling, then click on that like button. It really does help. Until we talk again, you take care of yourselves.